Hey guys, welcome to another video and another setup. I'm trying a new camera, seeing if I like it. In this video, we're gonna cover biohacking. Why I'm doing biohacking? Well, I have been doing biohacking, and what the hell is it? If you're already not subscribed to my channel, please like, subscribe, and even turn on that notifications bell so you can see when I put up new videos on my channel. All right, what is biohacking? By definition, it's pretty much you self-healing, finding different remedies to help you fire on all cylinders, as I like to put it. In much of society, we kind of, go about our way, and if there's something wrong with us, we either don't get it checked out because we're extremely stubborn, or we go to the doctor and we're either given little information, a lot of information, or a pill. And then we stop there. Much of society doesn't like to do the digging because, well, they're not a doctor, or they're too busy, or maybe they just don't really care, or they think the answer that they've been given initially is all they need to know. And being an athlete much of my life, being injured, having gut issues, having a hormone imbalance, at one point a thyroid issue, concussions, I'll tell you that for me, and no disrespect to the doctors, but I only got so far and I was still having a lot of issues. So for me, biohacking came into my life, I would say probably, I don't know, about 5 years, 6 years ago, around there. Because I've been I would say 6, because I've been intermittent fasting now for about 6 years. So for me, I had to find different ways to figure out what was happening with me. And throughout this time frame of about 6 years, I've come across some pretty interesting stuff. Now, if you follow any of my other videos or watch any of my other videos, you know that I went through the carnivore diet strictly and how that actually balanced my hormones and fixed my thyroid, which is mind-blowing because it goes against pretty much everything I learned in nutrition. With carnivore, for example, it really got me thinking. I did this diet where I only ate meat and, fat from an animal, even the organs, but I encapsulated them because there's no way I'm eating a spleen or a heart or any other organ. Now, in the link below in the description, I'm going to put a bunch of links. So if you guys are interested in supplementation with organs, which I'm a huge fan of, and I cover in my previous videos for carnivore. You can go back and watch that if you want. But organ meats have a ton of nutrients in them. So going through that diet became a lifestyle change for me because my inflammation was extremely low, or as my nurse practitioner said, non-existent. So if you look on your blood work, you'll see CRP, and that's your inflammation marker. So from there, again, inflammation went down, which means a lot of my pain went down. Obviously, I lost weight. I increased my lean muscle mass. All of these facts that I'm saying are documented, both through blood work before and after, directly before and after my initial 4 weeks of carnivore, and then again 3 months later with my nurse practitioner. So I'm not just shooting this off because it's something that I think happened. I actually have lab work that documents all of this, as well as a body analysis that shows my bone density that increased, my lean muscle mass that went up, my body fat percentage went down, especially in visceral fat, where I had a lot of it for cortisol. My water retention dramatically decreased as well. So again, using carnivore as my example, it really propelled me into learning a lot more. I went into a Parasite Cleanse. Now, some people are like, well, why do you have to do a Parasite Cleanse? Often doctors will say, well, have you traveled anywhere and drank the water? Guys, you can get parasites from local food. You guys can get parasites from drinking unhealthy water, dirty water. You go to the lake and you swallow some water. You can develop parasites. Now, what I also found interesting when I did the Parasite Cleanse, I did a longer one. It was about 6 weeks with a bunch of tinctures and herbs and a really boring diet. But what I learned from that is my bloating at nighttime went away, and it was painful. I had painful stomach aches, a lot of distension. That went away, and it was also disgusting when I did the Parasite Cleanse. I'm not gonna, go into too much detail, but I had parasites and different kinds, and I flushed them out. Now, going through that process also, my skin cleared up. I had these dry patches on my arm, which are indicative of parasites, and those went away. My sleep improved. I was no longer chattering my teeth at night, which is another symptom of that. I just felt a lot better. I recovered a lot better. And so doing these things, it really got me thinking that a lot of our health issues we can actually fix, whether it's through nutrition, different kinds of proper cleanses, not the stuff that you go shit yourself for like a week on this tea, like actual proper guided cleanses. Now, if you see my last video, You know that I'm currently doing a Candida Cleanse, and I'm on day, I think this is day 6 or day 7 for me, and I'm doing it for 15 days, extremely boring diet, nothing like carnivore, and I had some off-gassing for probably 3 or 4 days and felt like crap, but it's because I'm getting rid of the Candida in my diet. So that was also leading to some gut issues as well, not metabolizing glucose very well. On the cheat days, I would either eat potatoes or ice cream because it's delicious, and I would just need a nap. I would not handle glucose well, and my issue is Candida, so now I'm doing a Candida Cleanse. And if you also saw my last video, you would know that an acquaintance of mine had done a Candida Cleanse and went from 5 shots of insulin a day to 1, and she's only keeping that 1 because she hasn't seen her doctor yet. There are studies, I can put a description below, where they do talk about Candida and how that can have a negative effect on the pancreas, causing diabetes. So all that to say, I want to try and share my story, my knowledge on biohacking. Again, that term where we can help heal ourselves. And this is not saying that, regular medicine or prescriptions aren't good. There's a place for all of that. But if you can do a lot of the work yourself, listen to your body, give your body what it needs, and also suck it up sometimes to do some proper cleanses or do things to improve your body, you're going to live, in my opinion, probably a lot longer and a lot less pain with a lot less bullshit. So biohacking, a big part of that is food. It's nutrition. But this is just like I teach in the Pivot program. Nutrition is huge, but nutrition is independent. So what works for me might not work for you. Everything is different and very independent. I teach this in my Pivot program. In the description below, I'll put a link to my online program. You do it at your own pace. From home, on a tablet, your phone, TV, whatever you want to do, has handouts. It's all video. So again, if you want to take a peek at that, if you want to change your lifestyle and do it for the better mentally and physically, check that out. It starts with food. It also starts with your mindset. So those are combined. So those are your first 2 steps. If you can figure out what works up here, what you eat will change dramatically. Food directly impacts your brain. Why? Because of the gut-brain connection. Now, if you don't know anything about that, feel free to Google after this video and read up about the gut and brain connection. It's fascinating. So this is why I'm big on nutrition, and I'm also big on mindset. And if you can combine the two, you're going to feel a whole lot better. Exercise, massive in biohacking. Why? Because you need to keep fit. You need to make your muscles stronger, your tendons stronger, your joints supported. It also helps with focus, helps with mental clarity, helps with mood, cardiovascular, help your heart, help your lungs. A lot of people just don't exercise because they're too tired. But where does that too tired come from? Probably everyday stresses, too long of work hours, coupled with a poor diet and a willingness to just kind of coast. If you're tired of that, you need to make changes. And you don't need to go cold turkey. Like, I went cold turkey with this Candida Cleanse, and I paid for it. But not everybody, again, is like me or like you, where sometimes people just simply can't handle going cold turkey. Take small steps forward to make the positive changes that you need, because you make those small steps now and you're going to make huge leaps and bounds later. With doing all this, it's going to massively improve your mental health. And we've gone through, 2.5 years of just complete shit show. Now, what if we can continue moving forward through more of a mess? Because we all know there's going to be more coming. What if you can be more mentally prepared now than you were 3 years ago before the pandemic started? Now is a perfect time to biohack yourself, to pay attention, journal, write stuff down. Do you have, itchy skin? Do you have bowel issues? Do you get stomach aches or bloating after you eat certain foods or all foods? Do you sleep well? Do you clench your jaw at night when you're sleeping? Do you have mood swings? Do you have depression? Do your joints hurt? These are all massive things. Do you have visceral fat? Is that mostly where you gain your weight? These are all things you have to pay attention to. And then start educating yourself and finding people that can help direct you in the right direction. So understand, with biohacking, you can really help yourself and not always have to go to a doctor and not always have to take a pill. There are ways to help yourself, and this is what I'm doing. And I'm going to be showing a lot more stuff, weird stuff that I do on this channel. And I call it weird because people just don't know what it is. So to them, it's kind of weird. Like the PEMF therapy video I did a couple before this one. I'm still doing that. The biocharger, which is going to be a new video that I'll be doing and showing you guys what the biocharger is, which is like Rife, if you know what Rife is. So that's another thing that I'll be doing. I'll be doing cold tanks, so like the Wim Hof method. Just showing you guys different ways that you can help stimulate your system and become healthier, both physically and mentally. So if you're having issues getting on the right track, you can check out my 4-week pivot program. It's all online. You do it at your own pace. You can also reach out, write some comments, and if I can help you steer you in the right direction, I'll be more than happy to. So stay tuned for more videos where I show you guys more weird stuff that I'll be doing. And I also have a fun announcement. I'm not going to drop it here yet, but in time, hit that notification bell and subscribe, and then you'll know what it is. It's kind of a big deal. I'm super excited for it. It's kind of in the works right now. But again, hit that subscription button so you can find out what the hell I'm talking about. And if you guys have questions about what you can do for your health, please write it in the comment section below. If you've had any really awesome stories about how you've fixed one of your own issues, please write that and share that with us in the comment section. I'm sure a lot of people would be really interested to hear and see what other people have done with their lifestyle and not just me. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more biohacking videos.